So now the pricing. So what is initially we required is we require the roles: pricing administrator, pricing analyst, pricing manager. So administrator analyst will give to some, for example, let's say two employees are there. Okay. So pricing administrator analyst will give to one employee, manager will give to another employee. So what is the manager job role purpose is whatever price list these operators will create, this price list has to be justified, has to be approved by the manager. So that way the rules can be assigned to the users in such a way that the what you call their job role also will be different. Suppose for example, let's say I am the operator, I am the analyst. So I'll create price list. Now this price list, if it is not approved by the manager, then I cannot use in my price engine. Okay. So now
Okay.
basically what is how many ways we are going to generate the price list. So let me go to that. 1 second, let me close the door. 1 second. Now go to order management. So once we have those roles and axis, axis is BU axis, business unit axis. So once you have those roles, then you can come, you can identify pricing administration checkbox in your dashboard. I mean to say like a icon in your dashboard. So click on that, go to task list. All this will come based on your roles. Okay. So basically for standard sales orders, so we're going to use price list, discount list. If it is returns, then we are going to use the return price list. So cost list will be used for it is actually openly saying cost list we are not using at a max extent in the order management. So this is even I did not touch base that. So I'll also do some Google and I'll tell where and all we are going to use the cost list. But in my experience, I have not used this one at all. But definitely there is a purpose of this one. So I'll check this one. Okay. Now standard orders, sales orders always require the price list and optionally discount list. And written orders, if written orders always require the price list, but optionally, for example, let's say you are selling today, the one of the item is $100. So because of some reason they have written it. So while returning, you cannot pay the $100 back to them. You are going to pay the $80. If that is the scenario, then they're going to use the return price list. Okay. So this is the price charges at a high level definitions. And then shipping charges. So when you do the shipments, so when you want to maintain separate charges for that, so we're going to use the shipping charges. And once you have all these setups in your hand, then we need to define the customer pricing profile. So how are you going to decide for this customer this price is eligible and this customer this price is eligible? Because let's say in the market, okay, so every day I'm going to one departmental store. So departmental store people will feel like, okay, he's a regular customer. I need to give some 2% discount. Okay. Some people are going occasionally. For them, they won't give any discount. For some of the peoples, they're going to departmental store and they're buying bulk manner. So for them, they will give the some more discount. So these are the various kind of scenarios it will be come into picture during of the business. So how are you going to decide which price list will be applicable for this customer and which price list will be applicable to other customers? So that we can customize or you can parameterize based on these parameters: revenue potential, cost to serve, customer value, customer rating, customer size. Okay. So especially when you want to use all these parameters, the answer is no. Either if your company is very big, they can use all these parameters. If the company is very small, they can use like I will use revenue potential, I will use customer size, I will use only customer rating. So how we are going to do is, for example, if revenue potential is low, customer rating is low, customer size is small, then I can make one pricing element. So basically what I'm trying to say here is, let me open. So the logic how it will work is, first define the price list. Okay. Then define pricing strategy. Pricing strategy. Next define the price elements. Next, at last we need to define pricing strategy assignment. Pricing strategy assignment. Okay. So when you're defining the pricing elements, these elements we are going to map with the customer profile. So why we need to map? Because this element is the one of the input parameter in the strategy assignments. Okay. For example, I have a three elements. Pricing element one, so let me drag here three. So this pricing element system should pull where revenue should be high. Means high revenue customer system should pull. System should pull. For this pricing element, I wanted to define my strategy, define my pricing strategy A. So this strategy will pull internally what is the price list. Means for this strategy A, system is pulling the price list A. So here I can define some discount. Discount is 5% something. When price element is 2, revenue is medium. Here I can make another pricing strategy. I can make another price list. So in the internal itself, I can define the discount is 2%. When price element is 3, revenue is low. Oh, sorry. Here, revenue. So here I can bring pricing strategy. Same, not same. This is B. This is C. Okay. This is price list. This is not A. This is C. This is B. Getting my point right here? Any question
Yes,
here? So to expand and to make your multiple ways to bring your prices or discounts based on your customer profile, then we need a price elements. So this price element will interlink with the customer profile always. Also, this element will be interlinked with the pricing strategy assignment. So that is the logic behind price elements, and price element will pull the customer profile, and from the customer profile system will pull automatically customers. The revenue high, how many? So let's say you have a 20 customers. Revenue medium, we have a 10 customers. Revenue low, we have a 300 customers. So whenever the customer profile is low, automatically system won't apply any discount. When the revenue is high, but these 20 customers, automatically system will give the discount of 5%, whatever price which is bringing from the price engine. So minus 5% it will do by the system automatically. Okay. So these logics we are going to implement using the pricing element and customer profile mapping. So once it is done, finally, all these elements we can bring into the pricing strategy assignment. Okay. Now we'll go and we'll do the strategy list, all those things we'll define it. Okay. Now go back here.
Um, Ram,
Yeah. Mm.
do you had any challenging requirement in pricing setups for your any of your customers?
Challenging, not there is no much challenge actually, but
But
the
what were the
way.
requirements that, for example, how did you achieve the discounts? Any requirements that you could share me?
No, this is, see, they asked actually, this is the one of the fundamental thing they asked. This is a requirement based only. I'm telling, Vijay,
Yeah. Okay.
this is the requirement only. So they are telling like, for high revenue customers, I want to give discount. How are you going to achieve? I want to give, even when they're returning, I need to give a discount. So all these are the scenarios, and these are the like not a basics. It is just scenario based only. I'm telling here, and this is one of the scenario in my business as well.
Okay.
Okay. Now I'm defining the price list. So click on plus. So price list definition, we need a data axis as well as job rules. Now I am giving some of the price. So T01 price list to something. Already I have one. So type is, there are a lot of types we have: floor, GSA, ceiling. So we'll see tomorrow class what is floor, GSA, ceiling. But we'll go ahead with the segment price list. But 99% people are pretty happy with segment. But 1% I have seen somewhere like a GSA or ceiling price list. We'll see that one. Now type is, I'm selecting segment price list. And business unit, what business unit we are trying to create this. And start date when you want to do. And currency, what is the business unit functional currency? So mine is USD. And price charge definition, this is sales price. And this will be like, when you wanted to make another LOV other than sales price. So I'll show where we can make a multiple list of values here. Okay, I'll show that. And catalog name. Suppose, for example, this price list only applicable to specific catalog. What is this? So if you want to apply to specific catalog, so what is a catalog means? So we can define in the functional area catalogs. Setup and maintenance. Go to procurement. Here we have a catalogs, purchasing catalog, functional area catalog. So here the catalogs we are going to define in the system. Suppose you are pricing specifically applied to specific catalog, then you can select here. So whatever catalogs you define, you defined in the manage functional area, these catalogs will appear here. So why it is not coming means we need to choose, once you define that, you need to choose the functional area. If if these catalogs are belongs to OEM and pricing, then it will come. Otherwise, this particular thing will show blank. So let me show to you. 1 second. Uh, they is pinging me. Okay, no problem. So order entry we have, right? Order entry. Let me take pricing we have. Okay, now go to here, catalog. Uh, Somewhere you have to add it. Yeah, edit. Okay. Functional order. Here there is no option to plus button. Okay, I got it. Now select that. Click on assign. So here we have. So here do we have any pricing here? Pricing we don't have. Order management is there. Yeah, order management we added. Now when you go to price list, this has to come. Yeah, you have to check it out why it is not coming. But this is purely optional. It is not at all mandatory. But let me check why this is not coming. Okay. So calculation method, either cost, covered item, price list, or price I am telling you. So catalog, as soon as once you assign this catalog to the function area, then it has to come here. But why it is not coming, I'll check tomorrow. Just remember this one. Okay. Now save and edit. Now here the price you can define in the three three variations. Either item wise also we can define your price, or category base, or all items. So what is meant by item? For example, let's say you have a 10,000 items. All 10,000 items maintaining the price is sometimes it is a tedious job. So to overcome that, then what they are going to do is they are going to define based on the category. Means when you are defining the item, the category is required, right? You're catching this one, Vijay?
Yes, yes, yes.
O- Okay. So category where you can find this item belongs to this category. How to find out?
In item management,
In the product management, in the PIM,
PIM, yeah.
let me go to manage items. Let us see T01 something. Let me take some item here. Transfer some 100. So under this one, if you go to categories, system will show what category it has been defined. It has been added.
Mm,
So this
mm,
category is missed here. Okay. Now if
mm.
I go here, I can define my catalog category. Catalog is itself not coming because it was not assigned there. So we'll see tomorrow session this one because catalog is mandatory. Otherwise, directly item. Let me take T01.
So under this three
Hmm.
sections, we'll be able to price the item. You're saying based on the item,
Either one of the section you can use.
either.
We should not use all the three sections.
Okay.
Either you can use item, category, or all items. And one more checkpoint here is when you are defining the items, we need to run the collections, collect planning
Mm.
data. Okay. So that is always important. As soon as once you run the collect, since I have run the collections long back, I'm able to see the items here. Otherwise, whenever if it is fresh instance, then after defining your items in the PIM, we need to run the collections. Once you run the collections, then only the items will appear pricing, in the pricing area. Okay. Now I'm selecting one of the item here. Let me take raw material. So how to define the price I'm showing here. Now this Pricing UAM will come from default from the item master. And line type is by and create charge. So come down and calculation method is price only. I'm not taking cost and base price is nothing but some $400, let's say. And allow manual adjustment means when you check the checkbox while creating the order by order specialist, he can first system will default 400. Later system will allow to modify it. When you want to do modification of this 400 in the order management, we need to enable this one. Otherwise, we don't want to give the permission, we can disable it. Okay. Now, let me give the start date. Just save it. Now, after defining your prices, then here we have one more option. I'll tell this option and this option. Tomorrow I'll explain product category wise. Okay. All items means whatever item which you are going to sell under this BU. For all the items, my price is something like generic way. I mean to say, let's say each item when I'm selling, my UIM is each. When I'm selling the each item for whatever items which are present my BU and under the BU, which and all items are belongs to which my inventory organization warehouse. For all the items, my price is standard like $100. So that way also you can define your price. Okay. Now let me give this one also. Let us see. Save it. And once it is done, we need to add the access set, means data reference set. If it is not there, then your price list won't work. So we are using here common. Common means Oracle one. Okay, so this is not required, like list definitions, whatever it is there in the lines, it will come. So this is nothing, no need to do any changes here. Access set is important. And references, when it is referenced, means whenever if it is used, then system will pull out the history here. It is showing the history and then nothing. Okay. Now I made a price list. Now I need to approve. So why I'm getting this approve button? Because I have a pricing manager role. Otherwise, this will not come. Now I am approving simultaneously. Now I create the price list. Now, next one is I need to define the pricing profile. Okay. Here, the standard, these are the low and medium, high. These are the standard Oracle values. Suppose if the user want customization, these are the NO3, XO1, M10. These are the customized list of values. So these values we can add into the lookups. Okay. So that I mean now if I go that no that pricing it won't cover, but these things are very simple. I'll show the lookup where you can add your own list of values. Okay. Now time being I'm going to use the medium. So under the medium I want to add my customers. Anyhow, this is for search. This is for search means whatever it is it will come. But now I want to add my customer to profile. So what is my customer? I have two customers we created, right? Legal entity or retail. And revenue potential is medium. And rest of the things I'm not at all taking. Only one parameter I'm taking to decide my thing. Right? So start date, 7 close. A price profile with overlapping date already exists for customer. Okay. Okay. This is already existing. For this customer, there is some price list is there. Now I'll take the difference. So why I'm taking only T01 here? Vijay, what is the reason behind that? Why I'm taking only T01? Any specific reason you have? Or shall I take any other things?
Uh, this is assigned for this BU, right?
Hmm. Address set.
Hello?
Yeah, correct. Address set. Whatever address set we have, since I have
Yeah.
assigned, I'm taking that one. That one. T01. T01 also there, huh? Hmm. Why so? Let us take something K01, some other things. Customer K01. K01 I took. So K01, T01, I need to verify what is my address set. So let me check quickly what is the address set for this. So what is the purpose of address set? Because while defining the site assignment, we need to know what is the address set. So go back here. Where should I go? Receivables. If we are not having access, let me know, Vijay, because I remember like receivables you don't have. Whichever access you don't have, upfront tell me like we'll add the roles, job roles. Then later you can add the data access by your own.
Okay.
Manage customers. 139. Why we have two here? Same name. Okay, account name is different. Fine. Okay, so now K01 here address set here enterprise. Okay. Now let me check in my BU what is there for K01. No, K01. Yes. Okay, in T01 I'll see. Yeah, T01 anyhow enterprise set only. Let me check that. Go to procurement, organization structure, manage, business unit set assignment. Enterprise is there. Okay, cool. Now I chosen this one. I made a profile. Okay. Now next one is pricing element. The pricing element you can define through the lookup. Let me open that lookup setup and maintenance. Already given BR100. So BR100 will be very, very useful. From there you can directly open which task you want. Otherwise, we have here. What is it? Sometimes I'm also forgetting. Open that OM sheet we have, right? Where is it? Hold on. This one. Yeah. Here, if we go, this is fine. This is lookup pricing lookup. So let me open pricing lookup, setup and maintenance, global search. Okay. So here, what is the pricing parameter? This one, customer pricing segments. Hmm. So this is the lookup code. So so pricing segment. It's the pricing segments. Yeah. So here you can define how many segments here. Now I'm defining one segment P011 segment one something. This is again lookup. Similar like a revenue potential also we have lookup. Cost to serve also we have lookup. Lot of lookups we have. I'll show tomorrow. So now save and close. Now I define one pricing element. Now I need to map. Go back to order management, pricing administration, where pricing element. So here, whenever if it is revenue potential is medium, right? Revenue potential is selected medium, but I need to anyhow this is demo instance now, so a lot of things will happen. But usually whenever if it is live instance of your the project, this menu you cannot find it. Okay. Now I am writing, I am doing pricing element. This is my pricing element I define. So this is the way you can map your customer profile into pricing segments. Okay. Now save 7. Now you define the strategy, pricing strategy. Click on plus. No price strategy 01 something. BU T01 default currency and GL code. Whenever if you have a different currencies, functional and functional currency is my USD. Sometimes I can create the order in different currencies. So that time how the conversion rate you wanted to bring either spot, fixed, corporate, all those things here. Then time being I'm keeping user because if it is corporate means we need to add it. I'll show some of the touch base on this, but presently I'm giving as a user. Objective is competitive pricing. This is optional again and start date. So I'll tell these things for the session what is override. Okay. Now just at a basic level we're creating the strategy. Now here,
Ah,
uh, hello.
yeah, yeah. Please tell me.
No, you something was I got like that is it picture. Okay. Now
Yeah,
here
sorry.
under the price we can add price list, return list, cost, discount, currency conversions. So that is the way they can. Suppose you have a shipping charges. Under the shipping charges, you can add it. So that is the design of the page. Okay. Now I have only one price list. Go to here. This is my tab. Click on search. What is that? Yeah, this is the one. Price list two. Similarly, ceiling, VSA, we have seen right types, price types. So when we define that, that time we will see this one. Okay. Now only this one. Rest of the things we are not defined. Just save it. Okay, give the date. You can bring very complex scenarios also, very basic, very complex. Okay. Save it and then click on. So first to understand the basic, no complex things easily our mind logically it will accept. If you're not understanding basics, it will be very tough. Okay. Now P001 has been approved. Now final step is pricing strategy assignment. Here these are the conditions. And the conditions we have a channel method, pricing, transaction type, and if you want to bring multiple also you can bring. So that here create assignment matrix is there, no? So this one we can enhance using algorithms. So there is a pricing algorithm concept is this. So you need to write some code and then you can build it. On time permits, I'll show when I have not written those things, but some of the things I know, I'll show that one. Okay. And now I'm going to click on plus. I want to bring my strategy here, right? The channel method, this is we have, I don't know. This is like something will be there. We'll see what is this one. Now this is we are not using at all. Pricing segment. What is my pricing segment? T0
T01.
11, right? T011. Now transaction type. So whether you want to apply to sales order, subscription, internal contract, you can select. If we are keeping blank means, oh god, sorry. If we are keeping blank means this strategy will be applicable for all the transaction types. If you want to filter out to specific transaction type, that also we can do from here. Okay. Now I am applying generic way. Wherever this pricing element has been mapped, for this, my strategy is pricing strategy. Okay. Save it. 7. Now go ahead and verify. Go to home, order management, create order. Now which one can I choose? K01 or T01?
K01.
Anything I can choose because in the both the things my address set is enterprise. So it is not at all a
Okay.
problem. Now I'm using. I have to use T01 because we define the list is T01 only, right? Pricing list,
Mm-mm-mm.
pricing strategy. But only customer is K01. But K01 address set is the K01 address set is enterprise. So since it is enterprise, there is no problem. We can use directly here. So always the customers are filtering based on the enterprise. Okay. If it is common, then for all the customers, blindly you can choose you can create the order for your based on the BU. Okay. Now K01 customer one. Okay. See, moment once you select it, so on top automatically the error has been cleared. Means that system will be sensing your strategy and assignment. See my segment and my strategy now. If you are getting the error means your system is not sensing your pricing strategy engine. Okay. Now I'll give any some item. See, did you remember which item we given the price and which item we given the price? Remember that or okay? Let me quickly check. Go to pricing administration, manage price list. V0 price list 2, correct?
Yeah.
Under the item, I want to search line type by T0 raw material. When I select raw material, system should pull 400. Other than the raw material, whichever I select, then I define all item price also. What is my all item price? It is $100.
100.
Okay, let us verify that scenario here. I am selecting transfer something, not raw material one. So now it should come $100.
100.
Okay, click on it. Now let me check for raw material. So raw material, what is the name? E01 only. Hmm. Where is raw material? Yes. For this, item should pull 400. Okay. Now I'll ask one question. Now, if I want to edit this, can I edit? Hmm? Vijay,
Yes.
if I want to edit the amount, can I edit?
You will be able to edit only if you allow manual adjustment checklist enable for that
Super,
price list,
super. Okay.
right?
So yes, 100% correct.
Okay.
So that is like you are you are in the class. Okay. Understand that. Okay. Now, like that it will come, and then here you can enter the price. You can enter the quantity. Suppose let's say three. Let's say four. Now once you submit, system will give the amount here. That is just multiplication. 100 into 3, 400 to this one. It will come. Okay. Now
Okay.
quickly check one more. Editing the price. Then we'll wind up save. Close. So now I given for manage items. Go here. So still is in draft. I can edit it. Let me update it. Okay, save it. Go and where is the edit here? Let me save and close. Okay, here only it's what I'm like. Okay, here I can enter something. Let me take glass. Glass is $100. Now add it. See, now system has given the provision to change because we enable adjustment. Now I can enter here discount per. See, this is manual. Now, if you define the discount price list, automatically system will apply the discount. That we'll see tomorrow session. Okay. Now I'm giving manually 2% of the list price. Now this is just some something reason. Now when I click on minus C, $100 and minus 2. Net price is 98. This is the manually we are applying the discount. But same kind of
Okay.
thing we can bring to discount price list as well. Okay.
So for that we need to have our discount
Discount price list
price list
definition.
predefined, and then we have to attach it
Attach it to the strategy.
strategy. Okay.
Mm.
So that for that particular customer will be automatically this particular strategy will be applied and
Apply
the discount will be
automatically it will
given
apply.
for that item. Okay.
Yes. So that we'll see tomorrow some more scenarios. Okay. Now
Yeah.
this is the way you can define at a basic level. These are like order validation. This is not a pricing things. Okay. So how to overcome this is go to this again billing. Billing is not coming. The parameters are not coming. Payment parameter. So this has to default from customer, but due to something it is not coming. Let me check again any errors. save it, and then validate. Validate and then submit. The following contexts are missing. Okay, this is like they have defined some EFFs. Go to actions, edit. EFFs are also, we'll see that in further classes. So I need to enter some value here. Maybe these are the extensive flex fields they have defined. Let me try now. Now validate. Now super. There is no issues. Mhm. The following contexts are missing. MQ. Please provide MQ underscore information. Here is that. Okay, here need to add something here. This is customization they did. Here's some EFF they added. Now submit directly. 135 number. Let's see. Okay.
Okay.
So this is the way you can define and you can create what sale product. So tomorrow we'll see some more scenarios on the pricing.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, Vijay. All right.
Yeah, thank
Sure.
you.
I'll
Bye.
upload this one to Google.
Yeah, sure.